And it's happy Saturday once again, coming to you today from the previously promised studio. I said I would turn the guest room into a studio where I could make these videos and just have a place to go to uh, regularly, where it's sort of the default place to go rather than say, which corner am I going to make it in today? Of course, I'm still free to make it from anywhere. That's the wonder of today's technological magic, that I can really make this video anywhere. But I think for myself, I wanted to have that place to go and do it and give you a semi-consistent um, background. So just using the window as backlighting and my little inexpensive ring light slash phone holder situation as the lighting from the front, and the inner light that I radiate when I get to be with you as the third light. Today I want to talk a little bit more about breathing. Breathing is one of the six essentials of health taught by Dr. M.T. Morter Jr., who was the creator of bioenergetic synchronization uh, technique. A lot of what I share with you, I learned directly from um, the Morter Health System. And so I want to just give credit where credit is due and say, I didn't invent this. It was taught to me. I practice it, and I want to share some of my practices with you so that you can enjoy the benefits as I have. There are six essentials of health, and we've used two so far because we've done some breathing together, and we've done some thinking together. So how you breathe and how you think, these are things that are important. I'm checking in with myself right now. I'm not breathing. I'm talking, but I'm not breathing. Here we go. Ah, that's better, right? Breathing into the belly, slow and deep into the belly. So when if you see a best practitioner, and I hope wherever you live that you'll look one up at morter.com and find one near you, because this work can really help you with all areas of feeling better. And if you do see a best practitioner, or if you don't and you just want to practice this on your own, there is one aspect of treatment is the breath, as it is one of the six essentials of health. When you are receiving your treatment from your practitioner, you may be asked to hold your breath in. You may be asked to hold your breath out. That one's fun because we don't normally do that. It's weird. I'm doing it right now. And you may be asked to do what we call rhythmic breathing or four square breathing. And that one's really fun. You're going to breathe in on a count of four. You're going to hold the breath for a count of four. You're going to breathe out on a count of four. And then you're going to hold it out for a count of four. This breath is not only required sometimes when it comes up in treatment, but it can be useful anytime that you need a little grounding, a little reset, a little reconnection with your own body, with your own breath. The beauty of this is that you can do it anywhere. You can do it in line at the grocery store when the person in front of you has never used a self-checkout before and they're like, how do I pay for these avocados? Okay, get back into yourself, be patient, that person who doesn't know what they're doing, at some point, it's us. Okay? It's at some point we're that person who doesn't know what they're doing. Right? So here we go. I'm sure there are different situations for all of us that might be the one that makes us go, right? Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's children jumping on furniture at Home Goods. That's like, where are the parents? Where are the parents? This is not a jungle gym. 4 square breath. In on a 4 count. That's really going to be through the nose, but I did it through the mouth so you could hear it. And then hold 4. Again. Got it? Do it with me. Do it with me. Okay, here we go. In through the nose on a 4 count. The 4 count can be slow or fast. That's depending on how long it takes you. Whatever count you're, whatever duration you are able to do, that is the same on all 4 breaths. So if you're able to take a very slow breath, but then you can't hold it that long, then you need to make the intake slower or faster so that it matches your ability to hold. Right. So um, I can hold my breath for a very long time. I love swimming underwater, and since I was little, I love swimming underwater more than I love swimming on the surface. So I learned to hold my breath for a long time. Um, but you hold your breath as long as you comfortably can, and then that's going to be probably maybe the holding out might be the most difficult at first. You get used to it, you practice, remember, and we always want to kind of circle back to things we touched on before because the repetition makes it part of your DNA. So remember that the perfect is the enemy of the good. So you just want to do it well enough to say, I can do it better tomorrow. Now be aware that to, we don't want to practice it. Let me say this right, okay? Because there are two sort of opposing forces here. The one is the perfect is the enemy of the good. We don't want to keep ourselves from trying something or doing something because it's not perfect yet, right? However, what makes perfect is perfect practice. So we don't want to continue to practice things wrong, right? So this is something, if you're confused about this, you can message me privately and I can help you to do it better and make sure that when you do practice it, you're practicing it, you're doing a perfect practice. It sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm saying don't wait for perfection before you start, because then you'll never start. However, you want to be aware of what the perfect way is so that you can practice that way. If you're thoroughly confused, let's take a breath. That will deconfuse us. There's a lot more that we can do with the breath. So this is just the beginning, and I want you to take one bite of the elephant. We'll devour it eventually, but I want you to take that bite of the elephant. If you're already great at breathing, then just use this as a reminder. Just use this as a reminder to go do the perfect breathing that you already know how to do. Because sometimes we forget. I forget. One of the great things for me about sharing these things with you is that I have to practice it. I have to bring myself into a positive state if I'm going to share positive thoughts. I have to get myself to breathe well if I'm going to share good breathing practices with you. So thank you for joining me today. I love you. Ralphie loves you. You know that.